everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
And for all those saying that Keith Lee should be ashamed of himself for charging $69.50 for general admission, y'all absolutely right. Y'all right. Let me tell you why. Because I was there. I paid the $69.50. Let me tell you what happened. So the minute I get in there and walk through the gates, it's this dude, he running up to me. And I'm thinking, okay, he know me from TikTok. You know, I'm a small creator, but he must know me from TikTok, because y'all know I think I got the biggest energy in the room, right? I think I got the biggest energy in the room. But anyway, so he ran up to me. He was like, oh my God, can you take me a picture? And I had to make sure I won't trip, because I thought I heard him say, can we take a picture? I said, what you say? He said, can you take me a picture? And I was like, you disrespected me, but since you asked me nicely, I'm playing. Since you asked me nice, of course I'll take you a picture. Y'all, he gave me the phone. I turned into Olin Mills out there. How you want me to shoot you? Up, high, down, low? Which angle we coming from? So y'all, that was the vibe. Oh, he did end up noticing who I was. He was like, I know you from TikTok. Finally. That should have been your opening statement. That should have been the opening statement. But I enjoy meeting you. You cooler than a fan. You know that you cooler than a cucumber. You know that. Anyway, y'all about to get off track. Let me get back on track. Why Keith Lee shouldn't have been charging no $69.50 to get in there. Let me get back on track. So that happened. As we keep walking, you know, I'm looking at the food lines. I seen Mr. Tenders as soon as I walked in. But anyway, I'm walking through all the food lines, and I'm like, okay. So me and my daughter decided we're going to go get in the line, get us a bloomin' onion and chicken on the stick. Y'all, the line was extremely long. It was a lot of people that wanted it. But we stood there and we waited. And in the line, we were talking to people, because we felt like we was at a family reunion. It felt like a family reunion. The music was going. It just felt familiar. It felt like something you know. But y'all, let me tell you when that $69.50 in my eyes, when it came in play, they keep wrong about. I didn't know I needed it. And I'm going to tell you right now, I've been missing out for a long time. When Uncle Kirk came on that stage, y'all might know him as Kirk Franklin, but to me, he Uncle Kirk. He the uncle at the cookout, because he at the cookout, and he the one cooking the ribs on the grill. You know, the ribs is very important. He cooking the grills to everybody. Everybody love him. Everybody love Uncle Kirk. Y'all, when I tell you Uncle Kirk put on a show that was worth at least $350, and that's on the low end. So all those people that were there, they kind of won't talk, and Uncle Kirk broke the ice, baby. He broke the ice. Do you hear me? Uncle Kirk took over the stage. I'm like, are we at the Keith Lee Family Day, or am I at the Kirk Franklin gospel event? What's going on? Where am I at? Uncle Kirk, you stole the show. They told Uncle Kirk, you got 10 minutes left. Uncle Kirk said, they said I got 10, but I got 20. And then he performed for 30 more minutes. I said, this man ain't to be played with. All he needed on was some Velcro sandals. That's all he needed to finish the look. He already had on the Muscle Man shirt. Uncle Kirk. I ain't never known that all my years of living that I needed what you had. I never knew in all my years of living you had us hype in that audience. We was feeling it. It was in my soul. Oh, it was in my soul. When he brought out him and that Rance Allen song, y'all know play about something about the name Jesus. When he brought that song out, it was over for me. But when I tell you, Uncle Kirk, you gave us what we needed. It really became, everybody was talking. It just opened everybody all the way up. Uncle Kirk, you opened everything up for us. And for that, we thank you. Keith, thank you for bringing Uncle Kirk. And I ain't going to leave out. Everybody did good. I did not see Shamar. I was too late. I got there too late. Shamar was already gone. But I'm definitely not going to leave out the man that sang, I don't know his name, but the man that sang, try Jesus, don't try me. That girl that you had, that orange blazer, or that orange jersey, or was it yellow? It was a bright color. Oh, she had to be played with. She's not to be played with. But y'all, the point I'm trying to get y'all to see is, it should have been more than $69.50. All these people he had there performing, and to me, Uncle Kirk was a showstopper. Uncle Kirk. Hold on, y'all. I gotta take a swallow, because Uncle Kirk did his big one. Do you hear me? I ain't never known in all my years I needed to go to a Kirk Franklin show. But now I see I've been missing out. I need to get to Uncle Kirk. But Keith, you did a fine job. I've seen people saying, Oh well, it could. I got 5 children. My first child, I ain't gonna lie, he was my guinea pig. He was my crash dummy lesson. I messed up along the way. By the time I had the second one, things was a little bit better. I about knew what I was doing. By the time I had the third one, baby, you could almost crown me Mama of the Year. When I had them twins, baby, I took raising with my eyes closed. I raised them with my eyes closed. Point of the story I'm trying to make is, as you keep going, things will get better. This the first time. He said next year he gonna be in Chicago. The Lord see fit, I'm gonna be in Chicago with him, baby, if the Lord see fit. And I'm gonna end it with this. Keith, you did your big one, black man. I'm proud of you. We proud of you. We remember you sitting in the car, E. We remember that Paw Patrol chair. I saw the little twinkle in your eye when you first started. I knew you were headed for greatness, but I ain't see all this coming for you. But it wasn't up for me to see. It wasn't up for me to see. It was not, but I'm glad I got to witness it in real time and see it. I'm glad I got to witness it, and I'm glad I was at this. I was in New Orleans with you, baby. I'm glad I got to experience that, and I'll be in Chi-Town with you, too. We coming. If you ever get tired, black man, and you need to take a rest, you do that. You take a rest and you take a break. And we're going to be here when you get back. We're going to be here when you get back. But anyway, y'all, I got to go. And in the words of Keith Lee, God is amazing.
Shout out to Nakisha Nicole. Boy, she was flirting this whole time. If Keith Lee or if Kirk Franklin wasn't married and a Christian, she gonna do a little sin. What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit live video. Welcome to the live. We doing Keith Lee reviews from Family Day. A lot of patrons are having mixed reviews on the Family Day. All right, so this wasn't a bad review. This actually said it was she said she paid $69.95, and I don't know what that entailed of, but you know, because they were, I guess that was the $70, pretty much the $70. I guess that is the general admission, because if you were in town it was only $30, but out of town it was $70. So she said she wasn't feeling it too much until Kirk Franklin got on stage and turned it up. And I get that, because Kirk Franklin make you wanna stomp. All my people say, hey, you know, I bet Donald Trump don't know that song. Donald Trump a Christian. Y'all done made that. If Donald Trump don't know one Kirk Franklin song, he not a Christian. Okay? You can't tell me Donald Trump know a Kirk Franklin song. But yeah, hey man, I seen Kirk Franklin in concert about a good, I'm 41 now, so it was probably, ooh-wee, Lord have mercy. It was a good over 20 years ago, probably 20 years ago. I seen Kirk Franklin in concert, and it was jamming. And you know, they had it was about 50 people on stage. I was just thinking he gonna go broke like MC Hammer. You know how MC Hammer took all them people on tour, but nah, Kirk Franklin, he didn't go broke. He did not go broke. He was putting that money back into the church. You hear me? God blessed him with something amazing. I don't know what MC Hammer was doing, but he wasn't paying them people right. But Kirk Franklin, he had like a 40, 50 people choir. They was dancing, doing backflips, sang for like 3-4 hours, and yeah, they jammed out. So, and you know what's so good about going to a Kirk Franklin concert? It don't make you feel like you at a Christian concert. And you know what? Mary was there. It was Kirk Franklin, BB and CC Winan, and it was one other person. I don't know who it was. But yeah, it was all them. It was dope. And I was young. So I know Mary, but I don't know Mary. I knew Kirk Franklin because, you know, we were seeing Kirk Franklin in youth choir. And BB and CC Wine, and I didn't know very many of them songs, but I knew a little bit of Mary Mary because we sung. They had a few popular songs that were like played on the radio, and you know what's funny though? My grandma, she was really in the church, but she did not like Mary Mary because she thought any music that was played on non-Christian radio stations, mm-mm. Mary Mary would be uh we had it was an AM radio station back in the day, and she's like they be on there with all that sex music. I'm like, because the radio station would play like the radio station would play like Master P, and then it'll switch to Mary Mary. How you do that? Or Kirk Franklin, you know, because Kirk Franklin was mainstream on, like, if you watch 106 and Park and stuff back in the day, and you you know what I'm saying? You watching videos back in the day, and then you know you watching, like, you'll see maybe DMX, Jill Scott, then Mary Mary and Kirk Franklin and all them all on the same station, and then Rap City would come on, or Cedar come on, then Rap City come on, then 106 and Park come on, and then you get to see, you know, Kirk Franklin come on, make it on the charts. You be like, oh, but he'll quickly get put off the charts by Lil Bow Wow or something like that. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, Keith Lee Kirk Franklin saved the Keith Lee Family Day with his show, man. If y'all ever get the chance to see a Kirk Franklin show, it's 10 out of 10, highly recommended. Let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section.
Day and night. For some women, it can start working in as fast as 1 week.